Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rochester for our regional championship that happened back in April of 2016. My name is Tim.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Chris.
And this is Brandon.
We got the whole gang here today commentating on some games, and we're popping right into the fourth round of Swiss here. We played 5 rounds of Swiss and then cut to a top 8. The first few rounds, I just figured I wouldn't film because who knows what you're going to end up with. So we'll see what we get. And so on the left, we've got Aaron, who's playing Hayley, one of the gang from Toronto that came down. And then we got Patrick on the right playing Pālanā Foods. And there was a lot of Pālanā that day that I saw.
Half of the top 8 was Pālanā.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, I'm still flabbergasted that there was no IG at our tournament.
Yes, yeah. To point that out, there was not a single industrial genomics player at the tournament.
It was none.
Yeah, we had 41 people show up and not a single one.
I think it was a combination of many factors. I think people didn't want to be that guy. Mm-hmm. And I also think people were scared of everyone teching for IG, which I heard people talking about teching for it, but I mean, there's only so much teching you do for it. There's certain...
Yeah, like I put in Salsette slums and panicked and everything and it ended up not mattering, so hey, that was cool. So yeah, it looks like the Aaron on the left with the Hayley is playing, I think it's called like Pitchforks or something like that, Hayley, where it's got fan sites and cash and pawn shop, and it's all about, just searching out whatever you need all the time and making money.
No sure gamble.
No sure gamble. Oh, and actually we see an interesting splash from Patrick on the right there. He's got Elizabeth Mills in his Pālanā and takes down the Aesop.
Takes on the Aesop. That's a powerful move.
Yeah, that's a swing. Because he's getting the cash set up, he's thinking he's ready to go, and bam. Lizzie Mills shows up and ruins everyone's day.
If I have a way to shoot a resource, Aesop's probably going to be my first target every time. Although, another one of my favorite targets is also on the table, because Proco...
Yes, that is a...
Proco needs to die real fast.
Yeah, it's interesting in that... Is Proco a location? I don't remember.
It is not a...
Okay, so you couldn't have hit it with Mills, so that's
you
not
couldn't
a
hit it
choice
with
there.
Mills.
Gotcha,
No,
but
no.
if you're trashing...
If I'm trashing resources just in general, it's one of those things you think in your mind a priority list of killing things, and there's certain targets. Aesop is a big one, but partially I've been running a mill deck. I mean, mill deck's been one of my decks for ages, and Aesop is so key in that.
Yeah.
So I know how crippling that can be if you've built around it.
Yeah, and especially this Hayley deck, I think Aesop is a big chunk of its economy.
Without sure gamble.
Yes. Yeah, Brandon, you're a big
I'm
Hayley
a
guy.
big Hayley guy, and with this particular deck, you do not put sure gamble in it. You coast on your caches and your Aesops, your daily casts. There's a lot of like cheap installable things that can go to Aesops.
Mills is heading straight back, it looks like, on the Jackson there.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
By the time he cycles through to it again, he's definitely going to need it.
Yeah.
Especially when he's looking across the table and seeing not only the cash, which is that cash is sitting there waiting for an Aesop.
Yep.
And that's 4 resources, and we're not far into that game.
Yeah, no, Aaron's rolling out pretty well. Proco keeps you drawn into things, and you can draw a bunch with Proco and still roll it out with Hayley, so you stay ahead of the curve on cards. Okay.
It's that baller playmat. Let's not kid ourselves. I've seen this playmat before, and I love... If you can't tell, viewers, what he does is just a piece of cardboard, and everyone he plays in tournaments, he has sign the playmat, and it just looks awesome. Yeah.
And there's a lot there, like, blaming him for scorching them, and all these, like, calling him a jerk and stuff. Very nice guy, though.
He's super cool, so the writing, you can tell it's in jest and fun.
Exactly.
But...
Yeah.
Interesting fact with this game, we had the camera set up on table 1, but new to Netrunner this year is intentional drawing. So in the fourth round, both table 1 and table 2 did an ID.
Yeah.
So we asked table 3 if they wanted to move to the prime spot and get filmed, and that's what we're watching right here.
Yep.
There was not an excessive amount of IDing in the tournament, but there was a good amount. I was the TO for this tournament. I didn't actually compete in regionals this year or last year. And there was a lot of table 1 and table 2 IDing. There was a table 7 ID. Some of the players from out of town were kind of doing the Tour de France strategy, and all of them were kind of assisting each other. There was a lot of drafting going on. And it worked well, because that group ended up dominating the top 8.
Yeah. Yeah, Toronto showed up pretty heavy at this tournament.
Yeah, last year's champion was from Toronto for Rochester, so they're definitely strong showers.
So sitting on Pālanā right now, he's got the centrals decently defended, but the issue that I'm kind of sensing is Hayley has so much momentum right now, and he hasn't even started with the scoring remote. And in Pālanā, you really kind of want to rocket through that scoring remote, especially against Shaper that has a lot of tricks to get into that remote. You kind of want to, as early as possible, sneak one out, even if it's like one ice and a Caprice.
Yeah, you
just like go for it.
That also being said, he does have a nice credit lead right now.
It's true.
It is true.
10 up as Corp is pretty good. Like, if both sides are sitting at 10, I consider the Corp ahead when it comes to money. So it's not like he does have options. I wouldn't be scared for him yet. Although the more that Hayley just keeps throwing up all over the table, the more it's not looking great pacing-wise for Pālanā.
Yeah, here's the David, so that's going to take care of a lot of threats. Brandon,
cerebral static.
Okay, so that'll slow down Hayley quite a bit. That's a good splash
card,
in there.
Yeah.
Cerebral static is generally strong, but the biggest thing is a lot of people around this time were influence on employee strikes.
Right, and so just
in every faction on the runner side. And that just hurts Pālanā so much. You know, you really depend on that one credit a turn.
Absolutely.
It's tough. It's like have you ever played EDH in Magic?
No.
For a long time, there was it was one of those things where you could go to the command zone if he was about to be exiled or if he was going to the graveyard. But if it was going into the deck, you couldn't stop it. You couldn't send your commander out there to save him. So the general consensus was, don't make your deck built around the commander too much, because if he gets buried, you're done. And there's certain IDs that lend themselves to being built around and other IDs that don't.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Cerebral doesn't hurt Andromeda at all.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
But there's a lot that it does hurt.
Tons that it really
especially
hurts.
the things that we knew were going to be popular coming into this tournament.
That too.
It was, as will surprise no one, there was a lot of Anarch at the tournament, a lot of Wizard.
Yep, a lot of Wizard.
So there were good targets for Cerebral Static, I would say, throughout the day.
Boy. So
Wizard, Leela, and Hayley were the most dominant runners.
Oh, we see
Here's
the
the
legwork.
big legwork.
This is the
This is where it's gonna swing.
The play here.
he knows at least one is in there from that earlier celebrity gift, and we know that there's also a Nisei Mark II in there. Now's a great time to be doing it. Let's see what he hits.
Okay,
Steals one.
Yeah.
which kills the Static. Oh,
Hits
hits
both.
hits
Yeah.
both of them.
Okay,
That's
well,
huge.
that credit lead is not much anymore.
I mean, he was right. He hasn't seen another Jackson hit the table. It's been
Yeah.
at least 3 or 4 turns since he popped that Jackson. He knew one was in there, and now's the time to legwork.
Right. And did he have access to other breakers at that point, or did he just has he
I
seen
mean,
enough that he thinks he can get?
Haley
whatever that
always
up-
has everything at all times,
yeah.
you know.
He threw down Cyber Cipher to make I forget the name of them. I
the
forget the
Yagura.
name of them. Yagura, yeah, that's it.
But did he know that it was Eli on the front?
no,
He didn't
Okay,
know.
so that was just a Cobra. That was brand new at this point.
Brand new.
Salsette Island had
yes.
come out 2 days before this regional, which is a bit of a trend for the Rochester Regional. It seems a new pack comes out 2 days before every time,
every time.
and it hits. Yeah, so I guess it's a piece of ice people were definitely not used to at this point. You're thinking, oh, and expecting running into Jinteki ice, things aren't going to trash unless maybe I hit an Ichi or something like that.
And that's good. He'll kind of tax that clone chip because he's
Oh,
zapped.
and there's an Ichi too. That
Oh,
is
holy shit.
That is a punching R&D.
But he zapped the Cyber Cipher out of hand, the second Cyber Cipher, and cleared the one off the board.
Oh, really?
So yeah, he's going to
okay.
have to pop that clone chip to get it back. We got a baddie for another
Fire in the
trash,
baddie.
maybe. Oh, actually, how many cards are left in hand? Is that going to
Yeah,
be a kill?
is this a kill? I think he's safe even if Batty hits. I think
Okay.
I saw at least 2. But now the question is, okay, so he had 3. Okay.
Yeah, no, he only took the 2 damage.
So do you
but
access
he had
here?
program instead.
Oh, well, he
does.
did.
Oh, and it
Oh,
pays
he
off.
did.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
my gosh.
Oh no!
And a Jackson. He's got to trash
Yeah,
that.
you got to kill
This
that.
is a
Oh,
hard
this is
lock
going
now.
downhill fast.
Oh,
That's real bad.
Oh, that's brutal.
That access was a little risky because a lot of Pālanā is splashing, not splashing, but including one snare.
Yeah.
Brandon,
I
you pulled
included
that
in
out of
one
me.
snare. And it's fantastic to
Yeah.
celebrity gift and open HQ and just show that snare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even just with Faust existing, people
Yep.
are figuring, oh, I'll dump my whole hand. Nobody plays damage these days, right? We'll be completely safe and dead.
No one plays
There you
damage.
go.
Well, except IG.
Yeah. Oh,
Everyone
God.
shut up. There's no IG,
Yeah.
no damage. We're
Yeah.
good.
So,
Although there was 2 Wayland decks in the tournament.
Yep, I played
you
against a
played
Wayland
any of
deck,
them?
yeah.
Were they kill decks?
It was trying to
or-
kill me,
Trying to kill you. Okay.
but I was able to dodge it.
I wasn't sure.
Yep. So this is interesting. He's really, I guess he has to defend R&D to just not lose, but the odds of Patrick building a successful scoring remote at this point look pretty grim from where I'm sitting.
Yeah. He's
Hyperdriver.
Yeah, setup card.
It's tasty.
I mean, in Hayley, Hyperdriver is just free tempo.
Yeah, that's true. You play it for no click, and then you just, even if you just use it to make money the next turn.
If you're in Shaper and you have the memory, I think it's a fine splash just to gain a little extra pacing.
Even if you're not doing any shenanigans with it.
Yeah.
It's just
I feel like
clicks.
Hyperdriver is to Shaper like Snare is to Jinteki.
Yeah, like if you have...
I got two more spots to fill, I guess, there we go.
Yeah.
So it looks like he is still trying to build up that remote. And
Yeah, I mean, that's...
He's not going to scoop.
Yeah, here's where he goes full on, like, find the... throw it down and just like own some side games. Because even if he gets one Nisei score, that can turn the whole game around.
Right. So there's the third fan site. So if Patrick does score an agenda, Aaron's going to be able to find everything he needs from his deck at this point.
Yeah. It's pretty huge.
And the tech writers are ticking up.
That's brutal.
It's tough. Yeah, like you were saying, I think the game plan on Patrick's side is just put yourself on Caprice's back and hope.
Take some gambles.
Yeah.
It's still tough. I mean, with Pālanā, you're typically running 4-2s, and then you've got your global foods.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be difficult to score out of this.
Yeah,
at this
he's
point.
going to have to score 3 at least.
Yep.
Oh, and the
Goes
odd
Oddman
4
at
comes
4,
down,
Yeah.
which blanks the...
He knows there's got to
Yichi.
be at least one more in HQ. I haven't seen any glimpses of it, but at this point, again, it's been several turns. He killed the other Jackson.
Oh, there's the future perfect.
Ottman for Eli.
That's a very
That's
wise play in turning
Clutch
that
interns Jackson and then empty the hand.
Oh, and he did get the swordsman, which sometimes is a little sneaky against the Atman, but I mean, Hayley has so many tricks right now.
Yeah,
it'll
she's got
probably
clone
not
chips,
stick.
SMC. Everything is fully up and running here. This is a fully operational battle station on the left side of the board.
In my experience, as a big fan of swordsman and splashing and other things for a long time now, I find it's really powerful against Crypsis. It's super powerful against Overmind. It's really good against Eater. It has trouble connecting with Ottman.
Yeah.
Because usually Ottman is going in going, all right, I can't do everything, so I need support. Whereas those other cards are definitely, I got this, I got this.
Yeah, and it is showing up a lot because it's really the only way to check Faust these days, to gear check. So it gives a little pressure. Oh, it's unfortunate that it's just an Enigma on R&D though. That's gonna be easy breezy. He had 2 of those Cyber Ciphers in the trash.
Yeah.
All right.
He has so many options. So.
Well, we all sound so sad right now.
Well, it's tough. I mean, when someone
feels
jumps
rough.
up to a big lead like that, we all do the same thing. Since we're players of the game, it's not like we're the guy who announces baseball and never played. We know what it's like to be in Pālanā's position right now and just be like, oh my gosh.
And grabbing the chameleon to deal with that Viper.
Oh my
Or not
gosh,
Viper,
the chameleon.
Cobra.
Oh, and the chameleon shows up. That's brutal.
Is this it? No, lives to fight another day. But that R&D is so leaky.
Yeah.
So very leaky.
Oh my.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, this is a brutal one.
Yeah.
So did he pitch 2 agendas into Archives on Jackson?
He might have. I mean, at this point,
So there's...
Hayley's got enough time probably. Hit that Archives, make him shuffle.
Yeah, and just
Do
go
it again.
Right back in.
While Chameleon's on the board, let's see if he does it. Oh no, that was click 3. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was in this position, I would just start getting red eyes. I feel like
There's
if
the
I was
hand. Future perfect.
There's another one in hand. Oof.
And
But I mean, you'd almost rather it be in hand at this point than an R&D. Because at least there, it's not
at least you feel like you have
guaranteed.
some control.
Yeah.
And also, he hasn't made any runs on HQ in a little while.
Yeah, just that one legwork.
And
Yeah.
And here's the thing. He's zapped 2 Cyber Ciphers and he zapped a Scavenge earlier. I don't know how many Scavenges this
That
Hayley
is
deck
true.
normally plays, but that Cyber Cipher might be pretty firmly
Yeah.
planted with a clone chip
That's
gone
true
as well.
I think it usually runs 3, but some
Scavenge?
versions
Okay.
move that around a little bit to fit other tech stuff in there.
In my Hayley deck, it's 3,
It
but
is
he
3.
he is putting in Hyperdriver, which I do not have.
Yeah,
in
that's
mine.
true. So then things might be a little...
So it might be a little different. So far, it's looking relatively the same.
So we'll see. I mean,
Oh,
oh,
boy.
okay.
Here come the
Another
RD
RD
interfaces.
high and that clone chip. Oh no!
You load up money, and then does he just go for
I guess he doesn't need to go for the pressure runs.
Yeah.
I was
mean,
saying,
it's-
I'm on my first click, if
Another
I see
artist
this
colony.
table and I'm up 6-0,
$3,
I'm definitely running either Archives or I'm running on that Jackson to force his hand on Archives.
Yeah. Although running late, at least, you don't really want him to draw the agendas. You kind of want to control his draw. Although with Jackson, he can draw them into hand, though. So I guess you want to get rid of Jackson at some point.
It's I'm looking at it this way. It's one of those things where if I have the advantage, I find to push the advantage is to throw them off their balance. Because right now Pālanā is expecting me for HQ and R&D. Not obviously they're trying to keep protecting it. If I throw a whammy and start going, oh well, guess what? I can hit you from this side and this side too. You throw them off balance, and it can give you those little tiny chip-aways. Seem to work really well.
So we got the
see a
swordsman.
yes.
Yeah.
So he can clone chip SMC.
And I think he's going to use that to Hayley out the chameleon, probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's got that bad pub that's been riding all game from the early mills that's pumping
yeah.
so much.
That's been big this game.
Yeah.
He's been putting a lot of run
Especially for
pressure on.
Hayley. Like, things are bouncing everywhere.
So to hit 3 cards at this point, this is rough. Let's say that.
And
there it is.
Rolls the Nisei.
There it
And
is.
we know there's
That's-
Future Perfect in hand and another 2. So that was actually getting kind of close to the end of his agendas. So,
It's true.
Yeah.
but again, I don't know.
I
what
feel like he put up a fine fight. But
Yeah.
there was only
Oh,
so
yeah.
much you could
Yeah.
do. There's
Yeah.
only so much you can do.
When you
there.
go down 6-0 and none of your ice can do anything to stop him, it gets a
Yeah.
little rough.
Haley just got set up so fast in that game.
a-
I mean, I know that's what Haley does, but
Yes.
still,
But
that was
smooth.
that felt really fast.
Haley do what Haley do.
Yeah.
Haley do what Haley do. I love it.
All right, well, everybody, thanks for watching. We'll be moving right on to the next game in the 4th round here, so we will see you all soon.